I don't like I don't like that Cats movie. I remember everyone who doesn't know much about musicals still like heard about it because what Jason Derulo was in it. So a lot of people went and watched Cats, and I was like, please no. Number one, I don't even love this musical to begin with. But number two, if you're gonna see any version of it, please look at the old stage production. Like, do not watch the movie. God, it was so weird. Yeah, Taylor Swift was in it. Man, I don't know. There's some adaptations that just get real fucking funny. God, it's so weird. Cats is weird to begin with. You have a cat named fucking Grisabella, and everyone thinks she's disgusting, and then she sings like the most beautiful songs ever, and you're like, oh, Grisabella's actually a beautiful soul, but we talked about it already, but you know what Cats is about? Cats have like 9 lives, right? Apparently a chosen cat can like ascend. And the premise of the musical is like a cat is gonna ascend to like the promised land. It's so weird, man. It's so weird. I don't know why the composer chose like that story as the premise. Oh, yeah, no, fuck this shit, right? They tried to make them sexy, and I was like, we gotta stop this. We gotta stop. I did not like that Cats movie. I did not. Get this cat off my screen. I hate it so much. Ugh. This is when we all realize we don't actually want real cat girls. I know. That's what I'm saying. There she is. There she is. If you ever see on YouTube a video and you see this cat singing, now I know you're going to look at the thumbnail and be like, ew, what is that? Let me just say, you're in for the performance of a fucking lifetime, okay? Yeah, this is Elaine Paige. Elaine Paige. She's incredible. She sang these songs in a way where she ruined the role forever because no one can ever do it like her. Or no one has, I should say. Would someone maybe come along one day who could? Yes. But I have yet to hear a person sing these songs like her, right? But she looks fucking ridiculous in this goddamn role, okay? In this stupid outfit, and her name's Grisabella, and she's playing the most unfortunate street cat in a musical where like all the actors are like climbing, at least the one that I saw, they're climbing around. Some of them are even going into the audience and like acting like cats. Okay, I saw a production of Cats live on Broadway, and I was sitting there watching it, and I look over, and they have a bunch of the chorus members who are dressed as alley cats like hanging around. One of them's in the aisle, like right next to my seat, pretending to groom himself. Now, for the immersion, he's an actor, right? But I'm just sitting there and I'm like supposed to be watching what's going on stage, but I keep like glancing and I'm like, oh, because there's like an actor like, and he's like grooming his leg. Okay, he's not licking his balls. He's grooming his leg, you know, the leg up in the air thing. But I was just looking at it and I was like, they made you do this? Like it was part of the role. He had to get so into it, you know? And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. And that was what it was like for me watching Cats on Broadway. God. And they weren't like the cat actors that were part of the chorus weren't always, you know, in the audience area, but like occasionally they were, and it was just weird. That was just something he does. Yeah, it's just that actor's tick, you know. It was funny as hell, man. Yeah. That was him. He was very limber. And I was astounded. I wasn't just looking because it was weird. I was also fucking astounded because he had his leg like around behind his neck while he pretended to groom the back of his thigh, but like the lower thigh, like closer to the knee. Like I was like, how? My goodness. And I'm just sitting there looking at this like, you're so talented, and yet they've got you sitting in the aisle dressed as a cat. Holy, surely there's another place where your talents and charms can be shown off. I don't know, it was crazy, genuinely impressive, but also so weird. It was just like, it was the weirdest mix of thoughts. I did see one actor do the licking the neck thing. Yeah. You ever see cats do this? Where they're trying to clean their neck, like right under their fucking, under their mouth, and they're like, with their like mouth open, and they're trying to just catch that little bit. I watched a guy do that. It was so funny. It was so funny. And I don't know. I was astounded, and it just, the music was great. There were actors that sang beautifully, that acted beautifully. If you threw away the weirdness of it in your mind, you could really get immersed and get into it. But man, just those cats in the aisle, I could not. I love Broadway productions, but that was, out of all the ones I've seen, that was the one where I was like, this ain't it. I also hate the musical Rent, but you know, it's fine. I don't like Rent, but it's okay.